And welcome back. As a qualified scientist, I naturally find myself confronted with lots of world-changing problems on a daily basis. For example, finding the cure to cancer, or finding an answer to world hunger. Today I'll be attempting to solve something just as serious, namely, how much is a single gold coin from Undertale worth in dollars? I know, I've no idea why there hasn't been a collective effort to solve this sooner either. Obviously it's of great importance. Okay, sure, this video is going to be just a little silly. However, why not, I thought? Let's do our absolute best to try and work out what the exchange rate from gold coin to dollar is, and perhaps discover the answer to life, the universe, and everything while we're at it. There's no need for a spoiler warning really, is there? If you don't want to know the prices of items in Undertale, I guess click off now. Let's begin our endeavour in Snowdin Town. Here the bunny shopkeep sells a tough glove for 50 gold, a manly bandana for 50 as well, a bicycle for 15 gold, and a cinnamon bun for 25 gold. Assuming the vendor isn't out of her mind and is charging us extortionate prices, let's see how these items compare to their real-world counterparts. In real life, these items cost all sorts of prices across the board. For example, there's a range of $3 to $70 on leather gloves. Therefore, I've filtered Amazon to show the top-rated products in order to compare against those. I'm making the assumption that it's quality merchandise that these shops sell. This pair of particularly tough-looking gloves would set us back $30. However, we need to remember that the Snowdin shopkeep only sells one tough glove, therefore meaning 50 gold currently equals $15. That means 1 gold is equal to 30 cents, though can the same logic be applied to the manly bandana? This extremely manly looking bandana costs only $8, just over half the price of the tough looking glove. Therefore, with this conversion, gold coins are now worth a mere 16 cents. Let's keep that in mind and keep going. What we're going to do is compile all of our findings, work out the median and go from there. Unfortunately, Amazon doesn't stock cinnamon buns, and prices from bakeries are far too varied to be reliable. As for bicycles, I'm pretty sure that's an invention of Undertale's, and sadly not something we can find a price for. Before we move on to Gerson's store, let's quickly work out the median of these two items. Which brings us to 23 cents. We'll use this number to compare against the products sold by other stores. One thing to consider about Gerson is that it appears he's hiked up the prices of his wares with the knowledge that you're the human running from Undyne, and the fact that he knows what he's selling you is junk. The latter really makes him no different from 99% of stores though, so let's push on regardless, starting with the crab apple for 25 gold. Now, as I can't find any apples shaped like crabs on Amazon, let's go for crab apple jam, which you can get for $6. I guess if you're feeling particularly creative, you could mould the jam into the shape of a crab, so there. At $6 for jam, we could exchange our gold coins for 24 cents each. While I've no idea what sea tea is, other than presuming it's a combination of the sea and tea, we can get green tea sea salt for $9. Okay, I don't necessarily know what that is either. Regardless, this gives us a conversion rate of 50 cents per coin. That's a little higher than we've been seeing so far, but it should all balance out once we've worked out the median. As for the glasses, well, I'm not too sure why Gerson thinks he can get away with selling them while they're cloudy. He should at least polish them up, surely. Nevertheless, we can get glasses from Amazon also for $9, giving gold coins a value of 30 cents each. Now let's work out the median again with all of these numbers included, with the original estimate of 23 cents from Snowdin, giving us a total of 28 cents per coin. I've neglected to include the torn notebook as I believe it's only in Gerson's world could you justify selling something like that for the equivalent of $15. Finally, let's make our way to the somewhat melancholy Glam Burger. The food here has no directly related real-world counterparts, and the prices are extreme anyhow due to being near the end of the game. However, we can now work out how extortionately Metaton is charging for his products with the estimated exchange rate of 28 cents per coin. Therefore, if we round up, Starfates cost $17, Glam Burgers cost $34, Legendary Heroes cost $84, and the steak in the shape of Metaton's face costs $140. Wow. Of course, this all fails to account for the Tem shop, which would completely throw our calculations askew with its somewhat lacking sense of logic. By the looks of it, Tem flakes are worth as much as you feel like they should be worth. Therefore, from an economist's point of view, I'd say the monsters should switch from using gold to Tem flakes, as apparently they're literally priceless. Well, I hope you enjoyed this somewhat silly attempt to work out how much Undertale gold would be worth in real money. It's a slightly impossible task, as we have no way of looking into the inner workings of the underground. Maybe the monsters are suffering from severe inflation post being trapped in a cave. Or maybe Metaton just scrapped a scheme to convert Waterfall into a giant water theme park. Also, I apologise if I sounded odd this episode. As I explained in my previous video, my headphones broke and these new ones aren't very good. Here's a life tip. Don't buy from the peripheral company named after a shaving product. Things should be back to normal on Monday, and so I'll start working on a much longer and hopefully more interesting video then. Until then, I'll see you next time.